What up, y'all? This is Nika G. Wody. Welcome back to the 7 Days to Die playthrough, where we are playing through the Navezgane map. The first time I've ever played it, so this will be episode 2. And last episode, when I left, we were cutting it at nighttime because that nighttime's boring, and I don't want you guys to watch me basically just sit around because that's all there is to do at night. We did some inventory management, and we ate some food and drank some water. We're actually really low on water. You see that down there is at 19%. So we're in kind of dire straits soon for water. But you can hear zombies outside, so I'm not going to go out early like I usually do. But inventory is okay. We made a couple more torches and everything, so I'm just going to keep all this stuff on me that I have in my inventory now. And we'll go ahead and exit here and see what's going on. Interesting to note that the zombies don't actually stop running for the day until 0401, actually. I thought I heard a zombie out here. So you don't want to go running out at like 0400 if you want to wait the whole time, because the zombies will still be running until 0401 is when they officially stop running. Well, I thought I heard a zombie walking around, but now I don't see them. Oh, there he is. Kind of blending in. Missed that one. Got him that time. Oh, also you'll notice I have a lot of arrows. I made all of my available arrows. I don't have any feathers left. So I always, like I said, I always like to have 50 to 100 arrows on me. I think that's a necessity for this game. And they're stone arrows, so it's not like they're hard to make. And if you miss a zombie, 10 times trying to kill him, it's not a huge deal. Well, we are going to raid this campsite because these usually have some pretty decent loot, and I found many a cooking pot in campsites before. We're going to go ahead and go sneak mode, just in case there's any sleeper zombies like her. So we don't have to worry about them waking up. We just tag them real quick. This looks like a fairly small campsite. Ooh, got some cowboy boots. Go ahead and put them on, scrap those. Yeah, now we look like a real cowgirl. Oh, the skirt, man. It's so funny. Ooh, honey. Honey cures level 1 infection, by the way. And it doesn't, you don't find honey often. Yep, see, there's a cooking pot. Told you. That's why I like this. Tree stumps in this game are literal. You can just say that they're treasure chests. I've found so much cool stuff inside tree trunks before. You find night vision goggles all the time, which aren't that good as far as using them go, but they sell for a lot to a trader. I prefer the mining helmet. No, personally, BDU top. Probably not as good as what I have on, actually. Yeah, I prefer the mining helmet, so I just sell the goggles, but they, like I said, they sell for a lot. I've found entire sniper rifles inside tree stumps before, so they are literal gold mines. I mean, it's random, obviously, but you can find trash in them too, like feathers and empty jars and stuff. But oh, look, a boar. It's always worth checking the tree stump. You want to try to get a headshot on these guys. There you go. Right in the eyeball. That way you don't have to deal with them, because they can kind of mess you up if they run at you. When we hit our next level of weapon making, I'm not sure when that's going to be. I have some points. I didn't spend them. I always like to put a point to bad mechanic, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Bad mechanic increases the amount of harvest and lowers the amount of stamina required by your construction tools. and your stone axe counts as a construction tool. So when you go to chop trees, before we were just getting 2 or 1 per swing. Now we're getting 2 and 3 per swing. So it increases it a little bit. Eventually, it won't matter because later in the game you can get a chainsaw, and cut down trees, and it doesn't require stamina. It just requires gas. So, but the chainsaws are badass, man. They destroy trees. And they give you a lot of wood for your effort. Almost like trading wood, gas for wood. That's why you want to have a healthy collection of animal fat as well. Because later in the game you could turn animal fat into fuel. Not to mention you can make torches with it. Which is also useful. Let me scrap this chair. We'll save the sandwiches, I guess, just in case we get that hungry. What I wanted to do is, since we have this little campsite here, and I don't really care about stuff that like respawns, this campsite's really small anyway, I'm going to go ahead and chop all of the tents apart for cloth. So we'll have plenty of cloth next time when we go to the trader, and we won't have to worry about that, because cloth sells to a trader pretty damn good. Break all this down, and you can use cloth too to make bandages and splints and duct tape. It has a bevy of uses in the game. Cloth is always good. But with all this cloth now, maybe we can stop collecting cotton. And the reason I'm starting from the top on this tent is because if you break the tent down just willy-nilly, the cloth will drop to the ground and get destroyed, and then you won't get anything for it. So that's why I'm breaking the tent apart from the top down like this. It takes a little longer, but you don't miss any cloth this way. Do the same thing to this tent here. Try to get in the very top. Yep, just like that. Let's break it down. Break it on down. One at a time here. Yeah. Ooh, did we search that backpack? We did. Double checking. Funny how your axe gets damaged from hitting cloth. Guess they gotta balance the game somehow. And we are on a timer here for our water, as you can see. 8%. I mean, that's not ideal. We wanna, after I chop this tent down, I'm gonna try to go check out that house, because I'm certain that there was a pool in that backyard. I'm pretty sure. If I know that house design from random gen maps, that house probably has a pool in it. So that means a pool means we can fill up our water jars. And now we did find also a cooking pot. So now we can actually boil the water. I'm just walking a bit here to get my stamina back. I want to say the house was, yep, this way. Okay. I'm just going to make my way down. Try and get some, maybe some birds in this. I don't see any. I didn't see any the way I came there. Excuse me, is anybody home? Yeah, pool. See? I knew it. Knew this was going to have a pool in it. Nothing in your purse, huh? Nothing in your purse. Go ahead and fill this up. It's interesting, too. Pools usually have, yeah, I was gonna say pools usually have something at the bottom, down at the deep end here. Nice hunting rifle parts and a stock. It looks like. And just keep in mind that getting wet in this game makes you really, really cold fairly quickly, depending on how wet you are. But if it's a drier climate like it is, see my temperature is already going off. If it's a drier climate, that means we want to take our skirt off. This is plus 3 degrees, plus 2 degrees. We want to put this on for now. And I might actually have to craft some plant fiber leggings here. It's kind of fluctuating between 40 and 41. You don't really want to get into the 30s if you can manage not doing that. We're pretty full on inventory, but I'm gonna try to see what's up with this house before we head back. I'm gonna drink this water. Level 4, boys! Alright. Yeah. See ya. Anybody else? Anybody else in here? These look like leather couches too, which is really, really awesome. Uh-oh. Is that a big mama? Oh, that is a big mama. Big mama zombies don't mess around, as the kids would say. Oop, missed. Come on, headshot. Nice. Alright, so she looks like an actual sleeper zombie. I don't want to mess this up. You definitely want to get that sneak headshot on her. Yeah. Where is she going? Hey, if we could actually... Oh, wow, what is happening here? Where the hell did she come from? There we go. Stay down, big mama. Okay, we've woken up the residents. Ooh. I think that goes to a nail gun. Yeah, alright. I'm trying to help you here. Help you to your death. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Ooh, moldy bread is always nice. I'm gonna put that. We can put some of this on our bar down here. You know what? Leaving your arrows on your bar is not a terrible idea. In case you die, we only drop the backpack. So then at least you have some arrows to work with. Ooh, that is a safe. We will have to come back for that probably. Ooh, masonry. Go ahead and read that. Behind door number 3. Oh. Garage? Yep, garage. Which also leads to the attic. Try to pop this dude. Yeah, these dudes are like a medium tough zombie. Not tough enough. We're probably going to have to come back to this house because my inventory is full. 26 feathers out of 1 bird's nest? That's crazy. Well, we're finding like items for now. There's the attic. I don't really want to mess with that right now. There's no light up there. And come on, hit the trash compactor. Usually there's more than one zombie up there, so I'm gonna go drop this stuff off. I don't really care about paint right now. And then I'll come back. I'll probably just drink that. Wow, empty jars. Now we're gonna be okay on water now, I think. Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine on water. This isn't a huge deal. You can always scrap that. I try to avoid scrapping like lead trophies and brass widgets and stuff that you find, because when you scrap them, you lose 25% of the product. We don't need sandwiches at all over actual food, so I don't like to do that. Once we get a forge going, we can just put those directly into the forge, and you'll get 100% of the brass. Because again, brass is not like a farmable item. It only drops randomly from looting, so you don't want to scrap all of your brass. Let's see if there's any patterns on this junk. Paper. Ooh. Scrap leg armor schematic. Like items. There we go. Medicine cabinet. Nice. First aid schematic. That's not like a huge deal right now. But that is a good find. We are very far off from being able to make antibiotics. So that, and I can always eat that. Get another tin can. Cool. Yeah, we make sure there's not like a backpack or anything in here. We aren't doing too shabby. It's not a thing. Okay. I definitely want to come back because I want to hit some like these drawers and stuff up, and I also want to hit up that safe. So there's a lot of zombies out here now. Bruh. Somebody worked really hard on building this fence, and you're being an asshole right now. You're being a real Terry, and nobody likes Terry, okay? Ooh. That's probably worth getting. I must have been dropping cloth at some point at that campsite and not noticing. Unless it broke down into... Oh, there it goes. Okay. So what we can do is we can make as much cloth from that. We don't really need to pick up cotton anymore right now. We'll save that. We'll save the cotton we have in the chest. We could turn it into seeds, and you can always plant cotton later. But we need the football helmet to make a mining helmet. So once we find a flashlight and a wrench, we'll be able to make a mining helmet, which is awesome. Actually, let me gather some of this goldenrod. Let's make some goldenrod tea. So goldenrod tea gives you wellness, and it fuels hydration just like water. But it doesn't take that long to make goldenrod tea. You do need a cooking pot, but it's worth gathering a lot of goldenrod and just keep goldenrod tea on you instead of water, unless you're trying to save inventory space like I was in the house by drinking the water and turning them into jars. You probably want to just make goldenrod. There we go. Also, goldenrod cures dysentery. So if you're low on food and you have to eat an old ham sandwich, whatever they're called, and you do get dysentery from it, you can cure that dysentery with goldenrod tea. Come on. Nothing. Well, sometimes you get nothing. I still stand by my tree stump statements from earlier. I'll bet you at one point in this game when we search a tree stump, we're going to find a really cool item. And you guys are going to be like, what? Okay, so my inventory is full. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Dang, I got distracted. We should have filled up our water before we came back, is what we should have done. And my character was getting hot. So I'm going to go ahead and put the skirt back on. We'll keep the pants for now, just in case we have to switch to them again later. I'm just going to throw all this stuff in here. Don't really need any of this on us right now. Well, I want to take those jars back. Ooh, we got a cowboy hat too, which adds another minus degrees. Let's scrap that. We got the shirt on. Hunting rifle receiver. Oh yeah. You know what we can do before we leave? We'll make some tea. So a little trick that I learned too when you're cooking on the cooking pot, it takes 2 wood to make a frame, right? A wood frame. It takes 2 of this wood. So you put 1 wood on, and it burns. Well, there's some time on. Here, let's just burn this out, whatever it is. Put the cooking pot there. Let this burn out so we can get an accurate number of what the wood does. So keep in mind, it takes 2 wood to make 1 frame. Okay? So 1 wood burns for 50 seconds. 2 wood burns for 1:40. That's the same as a frame. If you just take the frame and you put it in, remember it was a minute, what did we say, 1:40? 1 frame, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Burning frames, if you can, is always more efficient than burning wood. Unless the item that you're cooking takes 50 seconds or less, then 1 wood will work. But it really doesn't matter because the frame lasts so long, you can start burning and the timer will go down and you can just turn the fire off. So it consumed the frame already. Now the frame is in the fuel. These are lining up for more fuel. But you'll have this 2 minutes and 30 seconds on you. And look, it only takes 50 to make this water. And I think the goldenrod is a lot longer, so we're probably going to have to put another frame on anyway at some point. But this is waiting, right? Like it has 2 minutes and 11 seconds before it starts burning this frame again. So and you can always turn it off, and you save the time in the fuel that you have. So it's always more efficient to burn frames. I would recommend making, like I said, keeping some frames on you anyway, so that you can climb. Climbing frames can get you on top of things you normally can't get on top of. It can put you up high if you're like trying to shoot down on a wolf or something like that, so it doesn't attack you. Frames are just so useful, and they burn. They're a better burn material than coal or wood. You don't really want to burn your coal anyway because you need coal to make gunpowder. Yeah, we're going to make all these. We don't really need the... I'm going to take this off, actually. We don't need the second frame on there, I don't think. 1:40 seconds. We'll just put 1 wood for now. That'll just give us... That way. And we'll just let this... I'm going to take... No, I'm not going to take it. Because we're good on water. Yeah, we're 97% water. We're much more worried about food at this point. We'll just let that cook. It'll go out on its own. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to go back to that house, though. Keep on raiding. Keep on keeping on. There it is. Collect some of this goldenrod. Not worried about the cotton anymore, really. Ooh. Is this the tree stump we checked on the way out? Yep. Okay. Still want to keep an eye out for wildlife. And wildlife, there's no limit, man. I've literally walked into houses before, just raiding, and there'll be like a wolf walking around in the house, you know? So they can go places where you don't expect them to be, for sure. We already checked this room, right? That's a safe. It's going to take so long to break into that safe. But we definitely want to break apart leather couches. The only other way you can get leather is by killing animals and turning animal hide into leather. So since you don't always have animals available, leather can be sometimes hard to find. So anytime you find leather like this, you want to chop it up because you need leather to make the bellows for your forge and to repair a few other items that might be worth repairing. And then later on, you'll need leather to make some tools or some weapons. So having some leather on you is always good. Eventually, again, every small resource like that that's scarce in the beginning becomes a non-factor later. Wear that. Pants. No, because I got the skirt on. So it takes 20 leather and an iron pipe to make the bellows anyway. So we have what we need for the bellows. And actually, now that I say iron pipe, wasn't there some paper in here? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead. We don't have a wrench. I wish we had a wrench. That would be phenomenal. But if you break down the toilet all the way, you get an iron pipe out of it anyway. So if we had a wrench, we could. I'm going to save these TVs and stuff for when we do get a wrench. Break those apart. You get electronic parts and plastic and stuff. We're going to go ahead and raid this attic, though. This is why I always keep a few torches on me here. That was it. Ran up the ladder weird. See how it's super. It's really dark up here without the torch. And you don't want to be fighting zombies in the dark. So throw a torch on the wall. Break down this door. Probably wake up whoever's inside. Yep, you see him now. We'll help him break out. I mean, I say that. Big Mama doesn't really need help with anything in her life. Big Mama. Missed. See, fighting zombies in the dark is not ideal. Damn. See, now I can't see her at all. There she goes. Trying to wait for her head sway to get in my crosshairs here. Ugh, where's her head? Right here. Nice. Got some corn seed and some iron arrowheads. Not really worried about the iron arrowheads right now. Another gun safe. Okay, well, it looks like we just need to work on breaking these safes down. It's going to take a long time, unfortunately, because all we have is the axe. But while I'm working on something like this, I always like to try to remember to block up the doors with wood frames, so at least zombies can't just immediately run in and start attacking me. It'll take them a minute. Taking a minute, just like opening this safe, is going to take a minute. And work kicked my ass today. I am so tired right now. We are ridiculously busy. Just like some more, small things that I've noticed about this game. It seems like the lower your durability on the tool that you're using is, it almost seems like the more stamina it requires to swing it. So having your, I would say, like, once your weapon or your tool is down to like 1/3 durability, I would try to repair it, because under 1/3 you're taking penalties for whatever you're trying to gather or whatever you're trying to attack. It might even start at half. I'm not sure, but try to keep your weapons and your tools up there. See, this seems to, if you're watching my stamina bar, this seems to take more effort to swing now, because it's low. So if we repair it, and I've noticed too, like once you get down below like 20% or 25% of your stamina, you just start gathering less and less, or doing less and less damage, because your character, I guess, is tired. I'm gonna try to remember to grab water on the way out of here. I'm just gonna let the stamina come back. Got about half the safe open. Yeah, but this sucks, breaking down safes with your stone axe. And normally I would save the safes for when you get at least 1 point into Quality Joe, which increases the quality, I guess, is that number at the bottom then. Your quality of the items that you find by 25. But you have to have scavenging 20 to even put a point into Quality Joe, and it takes 8 skill points, and you get 6 per level. So it is a little bit pricey, but it is worth it. So, but the problem is it takes a while to get to 20 scavenging, because the only way you can level up scavenging is by opening things for the first time, like undiscovered things. Level 5. I think that means we can make higher level tools. Yes, we can. There we go, baby. Sexual Tyrannosaurus. What's our athletics? It's only 5. So I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm going to go ahead and put a point into Miner 69er so that the shovel and the pickaxe and all that stuff can be a little bit better. Because pretty soon we're going to have a forge going. And we're going to be able to make pickaxes and stuff for us. So it's just going to make those that much better and require less stamina to swing and all that. But we're going to stick with the pickaxe for now. Or rather the stone axe for now. We don't really have a choice. And we need to visit the trader tomorrow because he resets on day 4. So every 3 days the trader will reset. You want to try to visit him once in between those 3 days if you're at a point where you're still looking for stuff and you need stuff. Like we can still use a lot of tools. We're missing a wrench, so maybe we'll get lucky and I'll have a wrench. I could use some gun patterns, the mini bike book, the hunting knife book, the pistol book, literally anything. I need literally everything right now, so selling that cloth to the trader was going to come in really, really handy. I think we have over 2 stacks of it, so, and we have a little bit of cash and some tires that we can sell as well. Okay. Not terrible. Not really worth the time, in my opinion, but, you know, you can't always get what you want out of life. Food is getting down there, man. Like I said, I usually save the safes. Where was it out here? Yeah. I usually save the safes for at least, 1 point to Quality Joe, but just to make it interesting and... Oh, you know what? I didn't collect my torches off that wall. I need to do that. I guess I could have just ran through that door. Yeah, I am not leaving my torches behind. That's for sure. Where'd they go? This way. No. Need those. By the way, something I've noticed, I don't know if this happens to everyone, but if you are climbing up or down a ladder and you're in the middle of the ladder and you turn around and you jump off instead of climbing all the way down, I believe it glitches the ladder. So, where did this come from? I didn't see this before. Oh, look. If we can repair that, it might be a little bit better than our 7.67. Yeah, it might be a little bit better than our club if we can repair it. If you jump off the ladder, it will glitch you into not being able to register where ladders are, and you'll have to exit the game and re-enter the game in order to fix that bug. So I don't know if that happens to everyone, but that definitely happens to me. It's happened several times in this game, so just keep an eye on that. I mean, just if you're going to be on a ladder, just climb all the way down. Or if you build your base on a rooftop or something, just build hay bales on the ground so you can just jump off onto them for a quick getting down. And don't even worry about climbing down the ladder. If you suck at climbing ladders and you break your legs all the time like I did when I first started playing this game. Keep like a cache of friggin' splints on me, man. I broke my legs so often. Getting the mechanics of the game down takes a little while. You can already see a big improvement over the level 50 axe compared to the level 100 axe. We still want to repair it soon. I'll probably just do that now, actually. So, losing 4 durability, it's, 4 value points, whatever you want to call them, 4 quality, is not a huge deal. it'll still break the safe down. And a full durability level 96, 1/3 durability level 100x, you know, anyway, so we'll let our stamina regen a little bit. Pick up some paintings. Yeah, I'll take the lake house painting. I'll put it back in our little starting house that we have. Spruce the place up a bit. Don't really need nails for anything. I guess I'll save them for now. Inventory's looking not too bad. Should be able to finish it off with this stamina. Come on, AK. AKs eat a lot of ammo, and 7.62 ammo is not exactly cheap to reproduce. But the AK is definitely one of my favorite weapons, if not my favorite weapon. I like the AK and the sniper rifle. The hunting rifle's cool too. I mean, I don't know, iron sights. It all depends on what you like. The hunting rifle I think is good in the beginning because it can only shoot one bullet at a time. So you know, if you're gonna miss, at least you don't get like anxious and start shooting a bunch and missing a bunch. You know, you can only shoot one bullet at a time. The hunting rifle is good for exactly that. It's good for hunting. You know, you can pop wolves in the head from a good distance away. The same with boars and deer. You know, so the hunting rifle is good exactly for that. The sniper rifle is just a better hunting rifle. It doesn't do as much damage as the hunting rifle, but it does have a scope that can zoom in, and it can hold 5 rounds. And it is semi-auto. So it's all personal preference, whatever you prefer. I happen to like the sniper rifle over a little bit more than the hunting rifle, but I like the AK the best because the AK is it's a monster, especially when it's like as like an oh shit moment. You just pull out the AK and you can just mow zombies down. See what we get here. I would say also that wasn't worth the time it took to get it, but that is life. So I think we're done with this house. I'll search the perimeter, see what else we can find. Just want to scan. Do a quick scan. Y'all know what I'm looking for. Looking for that meat. What the hell? I've never seen a car do that before. I wonder if is that a bug? If that can happen in the game, I've legitimately never seen that before. It doesn't look like that's supposed to happen. Okay. Whatever. Weird. Some bullet casings. I'm really kind of disappointed that we didn't find a wrench in that house. A couple more houses to search. Mailboxes usually don't have anything useful in them. We'll take the paper. You need paper to make shotgun shells, by the way, and blunderbuss ammo. If you're making you don't really need glass right now. So paper is useful, just not very much in the beginning of the game. You know what? I think I'm gonna just break in from here. So this is gonna be, looks like this house is a little bit different than the other one. But look at this. This is cool. So this sink has a brass faucet head, or whatever you want to call it. We can just scrap that. You don't need more than one cooking pot, and they don't sell at the trader for that much, so I feel like you get more use out of scrapping them. So we're gonna break this down. I just want to show you. You can break these faucet heads off if you want to. Even the normal metal ones, you can break them off. But you definitely should break off the brass ones and keep them. Don't scrap them. Just keep them like this if you can hold them, because you can melt those down in your forge later. Look at that. Another safe. Jeez, Pete's. All right, well, let me finish raiding this house first. And I am going to break down this toilet, even though I haven't found a wrench yet, because I want that second iron pipe, because we're going to need it to build our forge. I don't really want to break open that safe. The first two were so disappointing. It took so long. All right. Lots of leather couches in these houses. I love it. And what? The TV fell down, I guess. Yes! Nice! So, the pistol book. Cool. Now we can assemble and repair pistols. Nice. That's a decent find. And now that's another item that we won't have to buy from the trader. Because we found it. So, unless you're like near a crack-a-book, or you find a crack-a-book really early on, I would say buying patterns from the trader is worth it, even though there's a good chance you'll find the pattern again later, because you can always sell the patterns also back to the trader. So it's not like the end of the world if you end up spending a little bit of money on a pattern. Leather gloves. I never make leather armor. I just think it's a waste of leather, and the armor's not that good, so I never worry about it. Another brass faucet that, well, is it brass? Oh, it is brass. Oh, and we found a wrench too. Look at that. I mean, it's terrible, but it's a wrench, you know. And you need wrenches in this game to break things down. Like AC units, so you can get some mechanical parts, and cars, so you can get engines and batteries for your mini bike. So you need the ability steel smithing, which you can't learn until level 40, by the way, because you need a certain amount of science and I think it's tool making. You need your tool making and your science to be a certain level, and it doesn't become available to you until level 40. So you can't make your own wrenches until you get steel smithing. We don't really need plastic. I'm gonna scrap these nails, scrap these arrowheads. You can always make more arrowheads later. We don't need glass. I'd rather take the plastic than the glass. What were we talking about? I got so distracted just now. I already have oil. Duct tape is always good. Okay. Oh, right. We were talking about the wrench, right? So you can't make your own wrench until you learn steelsmithing. But if you can buy forged steel, which you also can't make until you learn steelsmithing, from a trader, you can repair the wrench. So that's another little trick that I've learned. You can buy steel from the trader to repair wrenches that you find. And even though that's a terrible wrench, it's better than nothing. Ideally, hopefully the trader has a really nice quality wrench that we can buy from him. In which case, we'll just save that wrench for when we make our workbench, because it consumes a wrench, and that one's terrible, so might as well be one that's terrible. So we're gonna hope tomorrow or next episode, because I'm almost done with this video because it's almost nighttime. We'll hope that the trader has decent stuff to buy, but we'll find out. Oh, this is unlocked. Someone didn't clean their room before they left. It's getting cold, man. Why are you getting so cold, man? Just chopping apart some couches. No big deal. Our character is getting cold. I don't know what to toss. Well, I guess I could just eat that. I'm not trying to repair it. I'm trying to eat it. You weird game. That gives us a spot there. Take off our hat. What's behind door number 2? Come on, man. You know what I just realized? Again, we left our friggin' torch at that house. It might be worth going back to that house to get the torch. Dang, another safe. Oh, this is not good. Don't want to fight in the dark. Oh, that was a clear miss. There we go. Don't have time. Mess with you. That is a terrible item to have drop. Ooh, a puffer coat. That is worth making room for. I am going to scrap a couple things. We don't need bullet casings yet. We're not making bullets. So I'm just scrapping a few things so that we can have room to pick that up. Okay. It's getting pretty close to having to head back. Wear some sunglasses. Put some shades on, man. Alright, nothing in there, right? We explored most everything else unlocked. This is the backyard. Ooh, a little jacuzzi. Jacuzzi action. There we go. Scrap that. We have an iron. Yeah, we have a scrap iron thing. See, I have the wrench. I could break down that AC unit. You can also break down these pipes as well with the wrench. We don't really have time to do that right now. This is what I was looking for. More birds' nests. Ooh, nice. I do kind of want to see... Oh, yeah, look. Another safe. This house is a freaking gold mine. Let me fill these up while I'm here. Alright, so now, since this house is so valuable on the map, I have to save it. House. Safe. And then we'll add 3 pluses because that's how many safes are there. That's how I do it anyway. Just kind of, you know, if you don't have time to grab a safe or you want to wait till you got Quality Joe, kind of mark it. You can always come back later. Now, which house was it? Across the street, I think it was. not worried about you boys. Wow. Balancing act on that fence was harder than I thought. I believe it was this house. Knock, knock. Yep. My damn torch, sucker. Alright, we're getting really close. We need to start booking it here. Thought I saw a bird's nest. I am not trying to get caught out here. You know what we might try to grab on the way back? We need to drop something, or I'm just gonna scrap this because I need to scrap it for now. I want to try to see if I can grab some clay tonight. We might have to work a little bit at night, so maybe the video will go a little bit into the nighttime. Just want to see if there's a clay spot. Not too near the house. I don't want it to be like right next to the house, but a decent amount away. You look for clay spots. See the brown spots here? These are clay. So this will drop clay for us. There we go. So I just like to dig down a couple of spaces like this. It's not really, you don't have to do this way, but I like doing it that way. And then especially if I'm going to be working at night, I like to just throw like a wood frame over my head there. I want to try to stay out here and maybe until my stone axe runs out or something, you know, and just gather that much clay so that we can go ahead and get our forge going. And we may not even do the forge tonight. I may decide to try to move my base to that utility tower kind of structure that I told you about, that I pointed out to you guys in the first episode. I think that's a better base. I've built a base there before, and I really liked how it turned out. So maybe I'll do that again, the same way on this file, and kind of just, you know, I like, that's the best part about this game to me, is building the structure. It's like fighting the zombies is cool, running around scavenging, surviving, all that stuff. That stuff is fun. No doubt, that stuff is fun. But to me, the building aspect of this game is what's most fun. You know, it's like an adult version of Minecraft or something. I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't a huge fan of Minecraft, but I really like this game. They are really similar. So I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever tickles your fancy. I can't see anything down here. Do we even have space to hang a torch yet? Probably not. I'm gonna make a little more space here. I don't even... So, not taking a point just to point something out, not putting a point or a level into Miner 69er, this would be taking much longer and draining much more stamina. It's a small difference, but every difference in that aspect helps. But when you start getting maybe 3 points into Sexual Tyrannosaurus and 2 points or higher into Bad Mechanic or Miner 69er, you will notice a huge difference in the stamina cost of things. What? Can I still pick it up? Okay. Well, that was a really weird torch placement, so. Digging in the dark, man. Digging in the dark. Alright, well, we don't want to go too far out. We don't want to collapse it on ourselves. Oh, that's it. Shovel's done. Yeah, see, look, 500 clay. Go ahead and scrap that. That is plenty of clay to start with. I need to make some more wood frames. We'll make 20. Just so we have some. Yeah, so that's not a bad start. This is going to be ridiculous to get out of, ain't it? Okay. Look straight down. Alright, I think we're out. Yeah, and you just leave the frame there. That way zombies walk right over it. They don't fall in. You don't want zombies to fall in holes because they start attacking walls and they can dig places. You don't want them to dig like under your house and collapse it on you. I've had a horde base that I built collapse on me for that reason. I was a dummy and I built it on a hill instead of picking like a more neutral location, and they ended up somehow digging under it from the side of the cliff or something. It was really annoying, and I died, so that sucked. Okay, so we got clay. We can, I'll go ahead and might as well do it now. Yeah, while the video's already running. We're gonna build, if I can spell, a bellows. So just so I can show you. So it takes an iron pipe, leather, and wood. So once that's done, though, we can build our forge. I don't think I'm going to place the forge here. I think I'm going to wait until tomorrow and check out that utility base and see if I want to turn that into my main base. And if not, I'll probably build the forge just because I need to get some forged iron going so I can have some actual tools instead of using this stone axe and clubs and stuff. I want to actually make tools and weapons that I can use. So I want to get the forge going at least by day 3. And we need to visit the trader next time as well. We'll go ahead. What are we missing? Not missing anything. Let's craft this baby. So you can just craft it, and I'll keep it in my inventory or put it in the chest or whatever I need to do. You know what? I need to eat some food while I'm talking. I think I'm going to break my rule and have some bacon and eggs. Oh, maybe not. Remember, you can eat snowberries 4 at a time without getting sick. 3, 4, and they replace a little bit, a little bit. I think 2 or 3% depending. So I think I still need to make some bacon and eggs. Yeah, and again, I don't. Oh, you know what? Can you? Oh, you can. You don't need the. Okay, I was gonna say you don't need the grill to make that. Here we go. Cook. Oh no, we don't want that jar on the ground. Put that water. Let's grab that jar up. Need all the jars we can get. Alright. Might want to keep the hat on me. Yeah, we're good on oh no, keep the wood. We're good on feathers. We need more stone, I would say. It's not a bad idea to grab some more. Puffer jacket. I'll keep the forge in there until I figure out what's going on. Oh yeah, we gotta hang up our picture. I'll do that before I cut the video. Leave the clay in there. This wrench is not really useful right now. And I'll bring it with me just in case I run into something. 30 murky water. Look at that. Oh, we need to rotate it, huh? Why would it do that? Okay, well. Hold R, go to advanced rotation, and it'll allow you to explore different angles. Okay, well, we missed our... That's our lake house. Oh, it's so pretty. Now it feels like home. In a zombie apocalypse burn down kind of way. Alright, eat that. Okay, we're not doing terrible on food now. So, and we got a little wellness boost. We're at 102 health and stam. We are doing not too bad on this day 2 end into day 3 beginning. I'm going to end it here because nighttime is boring and nobody wants to watch that crap anyway. And I am super tired and I'm going to bed. This here is Nicky G. Wody. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, all that good stuff. You guys know what to do. If you guys like this video, you want them to keep coming, let me know. You guys are awesome. I'll talk to you later. Peace.